All right. Hey, it's Eric. It is June 14th, Friday. 6 days since my somewhat disastrous attempt at a 600K qualifier. Back on the bike, clean bill of health from the doctor, ready to switch over to plan B for my qualifying for PBP this year. So let's talk about that. So in starting out, let me just say thank you to everybody who has either commented on my video or wrote me since last week, expressing, their condolences. As I say in the comments down below that video, I'm fine. I went to see my doctor a couple days ago. He did all the tests, said I was probably mildly concussed right after the accident. But no serious damage, nothing to worry about. So I have a clean bill of health from him to continue riding, which is great, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Dr. Din. It's very nice to know that you guys care about me, and gotten so many well wishes and notes from people who are looking forward to seeing me in France. So I will definitely do everything I can to be there. So when my 600K last weekend turned into a bit of a disaster, I started putting together my plans to find some other way to qualify. Now, there's really only one other 600K that's available to me without flying, and that's one starts on the 27th, starts up in Arcata, and that's part of the Brevet week that several of the local Rusa clubs are putting together. Starts in Davis with a 200K, then you ride a 300, a 400, and then the 600K, all in a week. So I don't need to do those earlier rides, but what that means is, unlike the people who are doing all the brevets who are riding up there, I need to drive to Arcata. So fortunately, my friend Scott, who you've seen in these videos, has very graciously offered to drive up there with me. So we'll take my car, load my bike and his just for some fun riding, drive up to Arcata, and then he'll drive back and meet me at the end in San Francisco. So it's a little bit more of a brevet than I really wanted to do. The 600K last weekend had a lot of flat and then a lot of gradual uphill, like maybe 80 miles of kind of gradual climbing up into the mountains. The Arcata to San Francisco course is definitely prettier. Most of it's along the coast, but if you've ridden the California coast, you know it's just all up and down. So little hills all day long. So a little bit different course, but I've done almost all of that ride at one time or another, so I know what I'm getting into. And on paper, in terms of climbing, it's about the same as the San Francisco Fort Bragg 600, which I've done several times, so should be able to make it. Oh, and by the way, my injuries were really not that bad, and not as bad as the guy that I think I ran over his bike in the crash. Charlie, I think it is. He emailed me and kind of let me know what happened from his point of view, and turns out he broke a finger. It was about 20 miles into a 300K or 600K. He broke a finger and he rode the entire ride that way. Got it taken care of afterwards, which is pretty incredible. So, and he did finish the ride. At the end of the day, well, end of 2 days, only 5 people finished that 600K. So out of 20 or so who started. So that's a very high rate of attrition, and hats off to everyone who stuck it out there. Especially to Charlie for doing it with a broken finger. That's just incredible. So next up on my calendar, leading up to the 600, is a ride down the coast that Scott and I are going to do next weekend, San Francisco to San Luis Obispo and then take the train back from there. That should be fun, nice warm up for the 600. Definitely looking forward to riding the Big Sur portion of the Coast Highway. Haven't done that for 3 years. It's been closed with all the bridge out and number of slides. So it's finally open. I'm looking forward to making that whole trip down the coast. It's very pretty. And again, like I said, great training for the 600 because it's very much similar terrain. So that's about it for this edition of PBP Tips. Kind of brief one, but just wanted to let y'all know I'm doing okay. Other than a sore shoulder and some strained muscles, I'm fine. The bike came out basically unscathed. Gave it a washing and a complete looking at. It was totally fine. So that's good. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, go ahead and like them. You can subscribe down there, get notified when future editions come out. And I'll see you here on the web and hopefully in France. See you then.